I'll just do this one announcement, Papa. I can't really find nothing else.
Okay. It suits me, Billy. You're my boss.
Not many announcements the last couple of weeks.
You're my boss.
You ready? Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show, everyone. We are here at the venue. You're watching us on channel 18 BTC Fiber. And be sure to check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. And be sure to subscribe and like. And like I said at the beginning of the episode here, Papa, we're at the venue, a new business here in downtown Pikeville.
Things are looking up.
Things are looking, like I never thought we'd have this. I'm really impressed. Really impressed.
I mean, just in the midst of all the negativity we're in.
Oh, yeah.
You see businesses opening up in Pikeville, Tennessee.
There you go.
Big deal.
Good to see, isn't it?
Big deal.
And we have the owners of the venue with us. They also own the Morgan Brothers. I'm going to let y'all explain some of that here in the show and how that is going to work out in the future and all that good stuff. But this is Tom Morgan and his brother David Morgan, the owners of the venue. How you doing, guys?
Doing great.
Wonderful.
Doing fine and dandy. Like a hard candy Christmas, ain't that right? Is that right? Dolly Parton? Yeah. All right, well.
The trivia question.
That'll be an easy one, won't it? Oh, this won't be that easy. We won't get that lucky, I promise you. How you doing, Papa?
Well, I'm doing just fine right now. I feel better after that nap.
Okay, yeah. Papa's tardy today.
I always say I never take naps, but I don't remember them.
Well, we do have one announcement we can talk about. Miss Tracy Cagle, she got reappointed as Bledsoe's trustee. She was already filling that position for Deanna Raines, wasn't she? So I think that's a fair decision.
Well, then this is a simple replacement for the one that did get elected.
Yeah, that's true. Matt Fields did win, and he decided not to take this position. So, and I didn't turn the phone off. We'll hear about that. But anyway, I get she's the one that was filling in though. For when Deanna stepped down, and since he decided he didn't want to do it, then I think they made the right decision. She was doing it anyway.
She'll get to serve until the election in 22.
Okay.
Then there will be an election for a voter approved. She's not voter approved.
Oh, okay.
She's appointed.
Right. That's true. She's appointed. I'm sure I would say she'll run though in the 22 election.
But I took time last day, one day, to go into the courthouse to say to her, I'm glad that you are here.
Well, I bet that just made her day, Papa.
Well, no, I'm wanting a break on my taxes.
Well, now we got the truth.
Not done. But she does have a nice image she projects, really.
Yeah, she seems like a very nice lady. She sure does. So congratulations to Tracy Cagle. All right, there's just not many announcements right now. You can, like I said, you can tell it's the first of the year. Where are we seeing? Where are we at?
Flip it back over. There's a pretty big one.
How did I miss that? I don't know how I missed this since we're literally
here.
There's another business.
Well, yeah, okay. So let's see what this is going to be about, Tom. So the beer board is going to vote on the brewery. They
did vote.
Well, we had the first meeting with them a month or so ago. They said to go ahead and apply as long as we stay in the state guidelines, and now they're going to vote. I think the 8th of February
It does say that.
Oh, I
approve us for
thought
the
they'd already
permits and
approved
stuff. They approved us to apply and said it's okay for us to go
Okay.
through the steps to get there. So
Well, surely then,
it's
I would think that means that you're going to get that then.
I hope so.
I would hope so. They're going to vote where we're at right now. We'll show you a little bit. The brewery is kind of still under construction. When did you say the target date is for that, though?
He was shooting for the 1st of February, but
Oh, wow.
we've made some changes and
Okay.
it's going to be hard to hit that date. So
I started saying
Well, that's
1st of
really
February, not
soon.
too far away.
Yeah. Maybe March might be a
Let's
target.
do it.
we have
29?
been flirting around with a good
He's
day to
gonna
open
do a
would be
lot.
St. Patty's Day.
Ooh, it would be. That'd be
That would
perfect.
just go along with what we're doing. So we may change it to then.
That's a great idea, man. St. Patty's Day, yeah, definitely. That's when you need to open, for sure. But anyway, you just explained it to us. They gave you the green light to move forward with the brewery back in November, it says. So, all right. Looking good, looking good. I would say y'all are okay on that then. And that is it for announcements, Papa. So guess what? It's now trivia time. And please help.
There's a negative way you can look at this, or there is a positive way. The positive way is you only have 10.
Okay.
So here we go.
I didn't went to a positive
that's more
thing.
than negative.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember last week's first question was the cry from the sty. And
Pigsty.
Billy
Pigsty.
couldn't think of what a sty was.
I couldn't at the time. I could not think
But
of
you
it.
got to
But I
think of
finally
a
got it.
farm, and you got to think of a hog that lives in that sty, and what does the sound
I
that
was
a
thinking of a
hog
style.
would make? So I said a cry from a sty. I can't explain how the questions come.
Lord knows I can't either.
But here we go.
All right.
A longtime coach of the Dallas Cowboys wore a hat.
Oh, I can
What
see
was
him.
his name?
He was legendary.
Legendary coach.
Tom something.
Landry.
That's it. Landers or Landry?
Tom Landry.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, I'm done. Y'all got the rest.
Okay. Only one baseball player earned the title Sultan of SWAT. What was
Do you
his
know that
name?
one?
Yeah, Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
I don't remember that name.
Did you
boy.
read this week that they're thinking about change? You know, there's a lot of pressure for the Atlanta Braves to drop the Braves. You know what they're thinking about?
What?
Hammering, because Hammering Hank Aaron died.
Yeah,
And
he
was
did.
a long-time Brave.
True.
That's one thing that's been suggested to replace the Braves.
Okay.
I remember when Chief Nakahoma had to get out of town. The Indians did not like Nakahoma running around every time they hit a home run, and they stopped
okay.
it. But I got
Okay.
to see that in my lifetime.
I think I've seen him. Maybe it was on TV. I don't know. But I know what you're talking about.
One and only one SEC coach, football coach, had it said of him that he could walk on water. What
Bear
was his-
Bryant.
Bear Bryant. What was Bear Bryant's first name?
Nah, that ain't the question. Nope, I didn't answer.
Bonus question.
Okay.
I don't know his first name to y'all. They always called him Bear.
His name was Paul.
Paul.
Many years ago, there was a basketball player named Pistol Pete
Yeah, he was
Maravich.
great.
He was a prolific scorer, and he wore saggy socks. The basketball great played for which school?
Boy, he played for LSU in college, didn't he?
I thought that's who it was, but now I don't know.
Is it LSU?
LSU.
Okay.
His dad was a coach.
I didn't know that.
His dad was a coach.
Wow.
I guess that's the reason they let him play with saggy socks.
I guess so.
But when he crossed that center
Well, heck,
line,
as much as he done for them, I'd let him wear them
he
too.
crossed that center line, he popped.
Yeah, I mean, he was before my time, but
Well, I
I
get
know
it.
he was legendary, and I've heard a lot of stories about him. Pistol Pete. Right.
Pistol Pete, man. Who did Stan Musial play baseball for?
No, I ain't never heard of him, Papa.
Come on!
I haven't.
Was it Milwaukee?
Okay, so you,
No,
Stan Musial.
Stan Musial.
I don't know why I was
I
thinking.
don't ring a
Stan
bell.
the Man, he was called. And he was one of the greatest hitters in all of baseball.
Well, give us a clue. Is he in the American League or National League?
National League, played for a team that had red birds on their
Oh, in St. Louis.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, I knew it. I was just, holding out.
Stan Musial. And you never,
Just playing along.
but then you know,
We got some time to fill, so we gotta stretch it out.
my problem is that I can put them all together
Yeah.
and I can't separate them by time.
What are we
Because to
talking?
me, they're all conglomerated right here.
Oh, the
So
trivia?
when I bring up a name, it doesn't matter to me that he's 1935.
Oh, trust me, I know. I used to have to tell him, like, will you please ask me a question that's like 1980 and forward,
See, these questions.
It was bad.
These questions come. I write them down.
I know.
All right.
You told me many times.
If the Naval Academy plays in Annapolis, Maryland,
Yeah.
and one time I had an appointment to get to go there, where would you go to see the Air Force Academy? And I've been there.
Colorado.
Yeah, I bet
Colorado
that's right.
Springs.
Yep, Colorado.
Okay.
We had a flat tire there.
We've gotten them all right. Oh, we missed the one about,
Stan
Stan,
Musial.
yeah.
Didn't get that one.
That was pretty tough, though.
We used to get to go to see Tennessee play one game a year.
Yeah.
And I told you I got to go see Army play one time, and I got to see their mascot.
Yeah.
Now give me the mascot of the Navy.
No, man. They're called the midshipmen.
Midshipmen is what they're called.
Well, I guess that's their mascot. I don't know.
No,
Oh, they,
it's a goat.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, I can't figure out why.
Oh, I was about to ask why. That don't make no sense. Midshipman goat. I don't get it. I don't get the
Well,
connection.
midshipmen be because of Naval Academy.
I know that. I just don't get the goat.
Okay.
I don't get where the goat comes into play. Do you?
I don't either. I wouldn't want to be the one to take care of it. There used to be a man.
No.
There used to be a man that traveled, and he came through here once or twice, and he'd just be walking and had a wagon, and he'd have goats just foraging along the roadside, and they called him the Goat Man. And he had money. He had money, and he came through Pikeville once or twice and went over the mountain to Dayton.
Yeah, this
Can you imagine how many miles they'd cover a day? I mean,
Oh,
just letting
God.
goats eat as they went.
Why was he walking like that if he had money? I reckon he just liked to walk.
I do not know. I do not
I
know.
wouldn't know either. You'd think if he
Now,
had
the
money,
last
it'd make
question.
it easier on himself.
Where do the Gophers play?
Well, now,
Football. They're
I
called
think
the
you-
Gophers.
I know, but aren't there a few Gophers? If you're talking about college, Minnesota,
College.
Golden Gophers.
There you go.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Okay, well, good, 'cause that's the only Gopher I could think of, wasn't it?
That's the only one I could think of.
Okay.
So I put down the one I thought of. Now that's all of.
Well, I think what we get, 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
That's not too bad. That's
Now,
not.
let me ask you: are those out of reason?
Oh, the Stan Musial one was.
It was. It was.
That's the one we missed. And that's
I remember.
I ain't never even heard of him.
I remember talking to a couple of women today. And
Uh-oh.
No wonder he needed a nap.
anyway,
One at a time.
our subject, I was saying that I remembered a fella by the name of Will Rogers. Now, see, you wouldn't know Will Rogers, but you should have heard of Will Rogers. Will Rogers was good with a lasso, and he became a critique of anybody that was famous. And presidents would like it to hear him make fun of them. But he said when Henry Ford invented the automobile, we had to wait 100 years before we thanked him to see where the automobile took us. But when the Wright brothers came along with aviation, he embraced it. Okay. He was a very, very rich man. And he got with Wally Post on a trip in a plane to go to Alaska. And they crashed, and it killed both of them.
I didn't know
and
that.
they went to Oklahoma to tell his wife that Will was dead. And when she received the news, she said, "Well, Will can't be dead." Just matter-of-factly like that. And whoever brought the news said, "Well, no, Will got killed in a plane crash. He and Wally Post both died." She said, "But Will can't be dead." So it befuddled the announcer that came to tell her. And he said, "Well, why?" She said, "Because I love him too much."
No, that's sad. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, a little bit of a bummer.
I want a woman to love me that much.
Is that how you're starting off sports?
Are you ready for sports?
I don't know. Are we? Okay.
All right.
We'll do sports. Yeah.
Sports of all sorts. On January the 22nd, that was Friday. Hammer and Hank died.
Yeah. I saw that.
He's still recognized by many, I want to say most, as the most prolific home run hitter of all time. I remember when he broke Babe Ruth's record. Babe Ruth's record was 714 home runs. I remember when he set the record at 715.
Yeah.
Then I remember when he hit number 755.
Dang.
But
he broke it big time.
Okay, but Barry Bonds broke the record that he set.
Yeah, but
he was recognized as
I think he was cheating a little bit though, wasn't he?
Well, okay. I wonder if there is an asterisk after Barry Bonds. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. But
I think there might be.
This article that I read was by Mark Wiedmer in the Chattanooga News Free Press. And he was of the opinion that Hank Aaron should still be recognized as an all-time home run hitter.
Well, yeah, because Barry Bonds cheated. So there you go.
But now listen. Hammerin' Hank Aaron still owns 3 major league records that have never been broken.
Oh, really?
Those records are, he has the most RBIs of any man that ever played the sport.
I can see that.
2,297 RBIs. He has the most extra base hits, 1,477. And he has more total bases than anyone, 6,866.
Those probably never be broke there.
Well, I wouldn't have thought that anybody would ever break the home run record.
They didn't. He cheated. How many times have I got to say this?
I remember one year the M&M boys, Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle, played for the Yankees.
Yeah, back in the 1930s. They were having a
contest to see who could break 60.
When did they play for real? Was it the 40s?
Well, no, it was later than that.
50s?
It had to be in the 50s or 60s. I wasn't born until 35.
I mean, I've heard of Mickey Mantle. Who was the other one?
Roger Maris broke it. He hit 61.
Okay, yeah.
61. Okay, basketball. Last Saturday, Tennessee lost big time to Missouri.
They sure did, yeah.
73-42.
Pitiful offense. Pitiful offense.
2 losses in a row.
And the offense was non-existent in both games. It was pretty sad.
Yeah, wasn't it like 20 points in the game before that? I think all 3 of the losses have been like 20 points.
Yeah, I don't know where the offenses went to. It's just left.
You got to bear in mind, at one time they were rated number 6 in the nation.
Well, the talent's there. I don't know what's going
They're
on with them.
still
Struggling.
forecast as being one of the Final Four teams in the playoffs.
I'm surprised at that.
Still?
But if you are gonna, kind of lose your confidence and take a few bumps in the road, I'd rather do it in January as in March.
Yeah, maybe they're sandbagging. That's what they're doing.
I think so.
Their coach for Missouri is Kunzel Martin.
Yeah, we know him, don't
He
we?
used to be Tennessee's coach once upon
He
a
took
time.
Tennessee to what, the Sweet 16?
Once upon a time.
Thought so. Yeah.
Okay.
So he might have had some motivation there to beat Tennessee. I'd say he did.
I would say he was able to instill that in his players.
He looked like he did.
For me.
Well, I think they listened.
Okay,
Cheaters?
Yeah, I know it. Dang it.
on Sunday, the Lady Falls.
Lady Voss, yeah.
I had a hard time writing that. They upset Kentucky
Oh yeah, they did.
70-53. I can't
Oh,
believe
they slaughtered
It
them.
would be classified as an upset for us to beat Kentucky.
Well, normally it wouldn't be, but but I think Kelly Jolly is doing a good job in building them back up. She's got a big job ahead of her. I think. I mean it wasn't like the past Summit days,
No.
when Kelly took over. So I think she's doing good considering. I think she's got them going in the right direction for sure.
We've lost 3 games.
Yeah. And we should have won all 3 of them.
The thing about it is,
They've led every game, they led every game until the final minutes.
Yeah,
Every loss was like that.
For the whole game.
The whole game.
The whole game.
And let's see, the other one was Georgia. Actually, they squandered like a 15-point lead in that one. And ended up losing to them. Then the other loss was early in the season, wasn't it? Well, it was like an overtime loss, I believe. To West Virginia.
The thing about it, the 3 losses, we shouldn't have them.
No, exactly. Yeah, they really should be undefeated. They going to have to learn how to close out ball games.
Well, now I'm going to bypass my football references right now. Tennessee played Ole Miss yesterday.
Now I saw that. Now Tennessee did win, but it was
By
not
1
pretty.
point.
It was pretty sad.
These 1-point games, whether they be wins or losses, they're nail biters.
Yeah, and they're happening a little too much. Yeah.
That is, you said.
But I was glad to see them close out a game, though. If there's one positive, they finally done that.
Your pet phrase is they've got to learn to close
That's
out a
true,
game.
and they did. They did last night. The bad part of it though is it never should have been a close game to begin with.
Well, really, Ole Miss had a player to sink a 3-pointer just
At
as
the buzzer,
sounded.
yeah.
So really, it was a 1-point win, but
They were up by 4, yeah, but they had to fight mighty hard to win that game. It was not pretty at all.
now football.
Oh God! Well, we'll
There's
talk about
one
that.
more game on the agenda.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
2021 season.
I say we could watch that game right here, right?
That's going to be Super Bowl LV. Super Bowl LV. What is LV?
I thought trivia was over, Papa.
Can you believe I've seen all 54 Super Bowls?
Okay.
This will be number 55.
So this is number 55. Okay.
55.
It's Tampa Bay and who?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. That's right.
Kansas
They were
City
the
is
defending
last
champs.
year's winner.
Yeah. I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but I gotta give him credit. I didn't think he'd be in the Super Bowl his first season with Tampa Bay. This is crazy.
Well, not with Tampa Bay's record.
I know, and you're
The
having
way
to
they've
learn a
been
whole new
playing?
team and stuff. I didn't see that coming. I really didn't.
But it's going to be in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, Florida. This is the first time
Really?
a team has been able to play a Super Bowl in their home stadium.
That is, I've never heard of that. Why are they doing
Well,
that?
it's the first time. I don't know why.
Well, that's an unfair advantage.
They just draw
Well, they
them
would
out.
think-
and
Yeah, they
the
pick 'em.
city.
I mean,
yeah,
it's-
it's
they
picked
know
a year ago
before.
or 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's picked.
Do what now?
It's picked long time in advance.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah. They didn't know Tampa was going to make the Super Bowl. That's true. Probably didn't think exactly.
I figured there was no chance of having it in Tampa.
I mean, I knew he would eventually have a good year there, but I just, not this fast, though. I didn't see that coming.
Well, this is Tom's-
Buffalo Bills, though, shout out to them. Like, they had their first good season in 100 years, seems like. So,
This is Brady's 10th series.
He's won
10th game.
7 or so of them. It's
probably at least 6. I know, at least. It's a
Well, let's
lot. It is 6. It is. He's won 6.
He's won 6.
Yep. I said it.
You don't
It's
have the
impressive,
five fingers on one hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible what he's done. It really is.
But
I
this
guess
would-
New England really missed him this year. They had a terrible season.
I would say he left a fan base.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say he left
Oh,
a
yeah.
fan base. But this is the Bucks' second.
Yeah, they've won it before with Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp, yeah.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Johnson was
Yeah.
on there. Yeah, they were.
Well, it's like, I don't know,
Work done.
2003, 2004, somewhere through there. Yeah.
That was it. Their defense was
awesome, wasn't
outstanding.
it? It really was.
Now, I asked you a while ago what the Navy mascot was. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady is also a goat.
Greatest of all time.
They call him the GOAT, G-O-A-T,
Yeah.
greatest of all time. And let
And
me tell you,
I mean, I don't know. On those, I feel like a lot of those are opinion based.
well, no, it's records.
Yeah, but just because
No
you
one
win
had-
more
no-
championships don't necessarily mean you are better than that player.
That's their
There's a lot of
measuring
arguments.
stick for the writer to say that of him.
True.
But you've got to,
But
you've
just
got a
'cause he
lot
says
of
it.
ground to cover and a lot of stats to cover to say that, because some of the great quarterbacks way back yonder, they didn't even have the forward pass.
Well, that's what I'm
I can
saying.
remember when,
You can't compare eras. They're two different.
there you go.
Yeah.
And you take baseball, pitchers don't pitch 8-9 innings anymble.
No, they don't. They don't.
But you used to. You stayed out there till the
6
game
or
was
7's
over.
it. Yeah. Yeah, which they've not pitched the whole game in a good while.
Now let me tell you.
We're gonna talk about Tennessee's
Yeah,
new
we gotta talk
coach.
about Josh
I
Heupel.
know that's coming up.
What now?
Tennessee football. Might as well get to it.
Well, you want to get to it now? But Tennessee's basketball team won a game.
Oh, they did?
They.
We were talking about them losing a few in a row. Did they pull one out?
Let's see. That was on January 26th. They won.
Who did they beat? Was that the Vandy game?
They'd lost 2 in a row, and so they won 56-53
That's,
over Mississippi,
okay.
Mississippi State.
Which one?
And Pons led the way with 13 points.
Oh, that sounds like, I mean, the problem hadn't been fixed. They just scored 56 points.
In the SEC, 56 points will not win many games.
No, it
if
will
any,
not. It will not.
But it won that game.
Well, I don't have a good feeling about
I
this.
think Tennessee
They got
has.
to get the offense going.
Tennessee's rated. Where are they rated now? Number 18.
Yeah. That's what, I mean,
They
I
have.
can see that.
They've got a long ways to go. And then Kentucky is pulling up. I told you to
Mm-hmm.
be beginning of year. I said they'll come back.
Well, yeah, it's Kentucky.
And they are.
Yeah.
They won 12 ball games now.
Yeah. I didn't think that would last very long.
Well, on Wednesday, the University of Tennessee hired an athletic director.
Yeah. Central
And
Florida from
They
Central
got him
Florida.
from Central Florida, and his name is Danny White.
Yeah. Yeah.
They wasted no time.
They really didn't, did they?
The chancellor said that they had a deep, rich pool from which to choose. I cannot believe, I find it hard to believe, that many people would be interested in coming to Tennessee with the mess we're in.
I agree. I
don't care who fills the slot.
Yeah. It's good.
Whenever the NCAA starts handing out these violations of level 1 and level 2, the penalties for those, we have no way of knowing how many violations there were.
I know.
And we never have found out that credible source that gave her this information about Tennessee.
Will they have to reveal that, or do they? I don't know. I guess they.
They probably don't. But Tennessee will know what the penalty is. They will know how many years they can't be on TV. They will know how many years they can't go to a bowl, because it will be dished out. It'll be doled out to them.
I hate that.
By the NCAA.
I hate that.
But what I'm saying is Danny White came anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
but he got an $800,000 raise to come.
I'm sure that was part of it.
Okay, his number one job then was to find a coach.
He did it very quickly.
Here again, who would want to coach Tennessee with all that hanging over them? And I told you last...
I don't know. I really didn't hear much about the hunt for the coach because it was such a short search.
Very short.
It didn't really.
If you followed it online, though, it was always back to Delane Kiffins and Jeff Fisher was.
I know.
And it was just all the fans, and it was.
All those names always get thrown out there.
Well, I said I don't think we need to hire somebody that graduated from Lee Station University.
I agree. I mean, we've kind of had this pattern of hiring mediocre coaches, not proven. Yeah.
Subpar.
If you want to get back to elite, you're going to have to take a gamble and get a big name.
I told you last week that we could not get a man for less than $4 or $5 million.
Oh, I thought they would have went for it.
Jeremy Pruitt was making $3.25, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, they hired a man for $4 million.
Yeah.
They gave him $4 million.
And he's the coach. Wasn't he the coach
He
of
was the
Central
coach
Florida?
He was coach of UCF, yeah.
So
they got White from.
That's why.
And Danny White keeps saying, I didn't want to hire him.
Well,
but see, they had a
obviously
list.
that's not true.
Yeah. That's a pretty quick hire for not.
But they had a list of coaches that were available that wanted to come to. But you know,
I never got there to the list for real. I didn't hear many names because it was over so quick.
Well, I did hear one or two names, but the thing about it is, what would impress me were I to be a coach, I would understand that they would have to pay me to get anybody to come to try to cover up the mess. Also, the thought...
Trying to clean up the mess.
the thoughts of playing in front of 102,000 people on Saturday, that would have to do something to your blood.
It should. If it didn't, something's wrong with you.
I can remember seeing Senator Estes Kefauver there one year. Y'all don't even know Estes Kefauver.
That's what I was about to tell you. No clue.
These questions just
get tougher and tougher. Let me put it this way. Senator Estes Kefauver got to see me.
Oh, did he now? And what a name.
He wore a coonskin cap.
What?
He wore a coonskin cap. He was the senator from Tennessee.
Wow.
And he sat right in front of me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We got to go see one game a year.
You mentioned that.
Okay, but today,
a long walk from here to Knoxville.
After they hired Danny White,
he
brought the coach from Central Florida. His name is Josh Heupel. What?
Josh Heupel from UCF.
Today, he brings in the quarterback coach from Central Florida.
I guess they don't want to do that either.
The tight ends coach from Florida.
From Central Florida again?
From Central Florida.
What?
And the offensive coordinator, he hires 3 men.
Well, he's got some belief in these people, don't he?
Well, in 3 years, they've lost 8 games.
Which they've
lost
got a
8 games.
good record,
Undefeated,
but
what, 2 years ago? They went undefeated.
they did. But it makes me nervous. It's Central Florida. Like, we keep going for these coaches that are coaching these mid-majors.
Yes, but listen, they beat Auburn in a bowl.
They did.
They lost to LSU by 4 points in a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They're competitive.
I agree. But I
So
still
he's
don't
been
think proven.
competitive with the players he's got, but he's built his players with the coaches he's got.
True.
So he's bringing 3 of his coaches with him out of the 10 coaches he will need. And Steele is
Well, they'll
going
have
to be
familiarity.
out. Steele's going to be out.
Yeah.
Kevin Steele, he's been an employee for 2 weeks, and he's going to make $900,000 in 2 weeks. And Fossey, the disease control expert, don't make that much in 2 years.
Well, poor guy. I was so sorry for all these rich people.
But think of the other coaches down there.
Yeah.
Whichever head coach they hire now, he'll probably bring some of his coaches with him too.
Oh, I would say, yeah. I mean, yeah, it works that way. I'm not saying this won't work out. I really hope it does, but it makes me a little bit nervous because we've been down this road for 12 years now.
Yeah, but if he's only lost 8 games in 3 years, we've not won 8 games in 3 years.
That is true.
When you put it that way, I guess.
I mean, I didn't think about that, but that is very true.
Well,
I don't know it's got to get better at some point.
Coaching is coaching. If he's a good coach, the only difference from there to Tennessee is the talent.
The talent.
So
if he's a good coach, then it'll be
no matter
a
where
great
it comes
thing.
from.
Yeah.
you know
he's a
what
good
his number
coach.
1 priority is to keep players in state.
I do like that. I like
So
that.
the only way you're going to do that is be a super recruiter.
And you figure
Yeah.
while he was in Central Florida, having to recruit against
I know.
Florida State,
Miami, yeah.
He had.
They wore
That's
South
true.
Florida out,
Florida
and there's a
talent.
lot from down there.
That's another.
That is. I mean,
I think y'all aren't giving him enough
I have
credit.
I have
think
hope
he's-
for him. I have hope for him. I hope it works out because, man, it's been a hard time for UT fans the last few years.
Well, the thing about it is, the president, Randy Boyd, and Mrs. Plowman, whatever her name is, the chancellor, their reputations are at stake now because Fulmer's gone. They got nobody else to blame. I would say if this one falls through, they'll fall through too.
Oh, I can guarantee that.
Because Tennessee, but the fan base is nil.
What do you mean?
Well, would you want to go to a Tennessee game
Oh.
with Danny White as the athletic director and Heifel? You know, you don't know. These are all unknown.
Is that, yeah, I don't know.
So there's got to be something created behind the scenes. No, there's going to have to be some prospects with credentials.
Yeah,
Put their
definitely.
name on the dotted line, and I'll come and play for you.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he got a good recruiting class in his first season. That would
That
make
would
a
be-
believer out of a
be a
lot
lot
of
of
people.
help.
It's
Yeah.
still Tennessee, and y'all talk
That's
3 to
true.
4 years. It's been
True.
horrible, but every year you hear how good Tennessee recruited. They're
They have been recruiting
They're
well,
always in
yeah.
the picture. As I'm saying, is even though they end up winning 2 or 3 games a year, you always talk about and not just because
Yeah.
we're here. They're
Oh, I
always
agree
in
with
the picture everywhere.
that. That's true. I think it's been more the coaching. It's not been the lack of talent. It's been the
I think it's everybody lives
coaching.
to 1998. Get over it and move on.
Well, in a sense, yeah, but we got to get back to being competitive, though.
Have you
We've
heard-
fallen mighty far.
Have you heard T. Martin's name even mentioned?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I don't know what's going to happen to T. Martin.
I think he's already gone. I thought.
he already gone?
I think so. There was a something I'd seen online about that.
Speaking of that
He
year,
was
T.
upset.
Martin.
I'll tell you one thing
There you
that
go.
would
See?
really have helped Tennessee if they'd hired a black coach.
May have.
It would
May have.
really have helped their recruiting.
Yeah.
But I think the only reason they didn't do T is because they wanted a head coach that had head coach experience.
Yeah.
You know,
That's been my hue and cry for years.
And they haven't been doing that.
No,
So
they haven't. It's almost like they were satisfied to be subpar.
yeah.
And I have a book that was written by General Robert Neyland.
No.
Football's Greatest Dynasty was the name of the book. And of course, it goes back a long ways ago for Tennessee to have football's greatest dynasty. But they built their dynasty with the kind of schedule they're going to come out with this year.
When that is.
They have 3 or 4 patsies on their schedule every year.
Oh, okay. Back to normal then.
It's going to be back to normal. For the next
Wait. There was one of those the beginning of the year 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
You don't want to sign Georgia Southern again, do you?
Yes, Georgia State, I believe. Georgia State.
But now we're going to have Austin Peay.
Well, we better beat
We're going to have
Austin
Tennessee
Peay.
Martin. Tennessee Martin.
Better beat them too.
So what I'm saying is that's how Neyland built his dynasty.
Well, that was smart, but he's not the only one that built it that way.
No, it was a gimme.
Yeah.
And those schools like UTC playing Chattanooga, playing Tennessee every year, they did it for the revenue.
Mm-hmm.
But one year UTC beat UT.
I know. I didn't know
I
that.
never heard that.
Bookie Turner was sheriff of Hamilton County. I think he led an insurrection like they did on the Capitol.
Oh, I do think, didn't they like attack the goalposts? Yeah, I have heard that story.
They beat Tennessee.
I don't know when it happened though.
They beat Tennessee 14-6. I don't remember what
When
year.
was it though?
I was born. See, I can't put
That's
things.
nice to know.
I can't put things in proper perspective. In 1999,
I've noticed.
I remember when I got married, and I remember when my 3 children were born.
What was that it about Tennessee football?
That is sports of all sorts.
Well, that was a lot. That was a lot.
We had a
So-
lot to talk about today.
Sure did. Now, coming up next, after the break, it's time for Albertology, and we'll be talking about, we're at the venue. We'll be talking to Tom and David about the venue and what to expect in the future here. They're working on the brewery, already have a business at Morgan Brothers. We'll tell you all about that stuff coming up next on Albertology. Stay tuned, folks.
I'll take care of the rest today, Dylan. Oh, no, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until your error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Ben Buckner here, General Manager of Victory Pre-Owned of Dunlap. I'm here to let everyone know that Victory offers a full-service garage open to the public. Our mechanics are ASE certified and locally known and have over 20 years of experience. From our $29.95 oil change to complete car care, no job is too big or too small. Come in and check us out, 15480 Rankin Avenue, right in the middle of Dunlap, Tennessee.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show. We're filming here at the venue here in downtown Pikeville with the owners, the Morgan brothers, Tom and David. Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Well, this is called Albertology, guys, and I never know what it's going to be about. So Papa's going to talk about, I really don't know yet, and we'll hear that, and then we're going to turn it over to Tom and David. We're going to ask them some questions about the venue and tell you about upcoming events here, and also at Morgan Brothers. So that's going to be Albertology today.
All right.
Okay.
You remember Lala?
Yeah.
One of our
She gives us gifts. Yeah.
one of our fans from Dunlap.
Yeah, I like Lala. I love Lala.
She sends me things through the mail for me to read.
Oh yeah, I heard those. in a
So
while.
this is by Abraham Lincoln.
So these are like true.
These are true statements that Abraham Lincoln made, and I've got one by Winston Churchill.
Okay.
The greatest fine art of the future will be the making of a comfortable living on a small piece of land. Do you know that's what Franklin Delano Roosevelt wanted to do out at Homestead? He wanted,
I've heard that.
He wanted the people to be able to make a living off the land, but he only gave them like 15 acres of land. Loaned them enough money to build their houses, and then they had to pay back. But they had to clear their land, and the Homestead Act. And Eleanor came to Crossville, and she said, after she looked at the homestead development, she said, "This is the greatest piece of legislation that my husband ever enacted."
Wow.
Homestead.
Homestead, the one right up the road.
Yeah. And it's interesting to go through that museum. It's worth it. Winston Churchill said this: "We all are worms, but I'd like to believe I'm a glowworm."
I don't get it. I don't get that at all.
Well,
That's what Winston Churchill said, so it's clever.
every dream that ever came true started with a wish. I did not know that.
No.
The
I don't like
first,
these so far.
well, these are not jokes. These are just.
Oh, I know they're
statements.
not jokes, but they don't
The
make
first
sense.
to apologize is the bravest.
That's true.
First
That's
to
true.
forgive is the strongest.
I agree with that.
The first to forget is the happiest.
I agree with all those.
And
Yeah.
forgetting is the hardest thing for a human
Exactly.
to do. If you wrong me,
I was about to say it's
I
easier
want to
said than
wrong
done, but that's so true though. It really is.
Love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it.
Okay, now those last two are a lot better.
They're getting better.
They're getting better.
Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it turned into a butterfly.
Okay. Well, it was getting better.
From the animal world,
From the
these
animal
are the
world.
things that we get. You
Okay.
get sly as a fox.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that one.
You get an eye like a hawk.
Okay.
You get a memory like an elephant.
Yeah. I
You
hear they
get
got great memories.
wise as an owl.
And you're just gonna say the owl on that
You
one.
get strong as an ox.
Yeah.
You get stubborn as a mule.
That might be me.
You eat like a horse.
Yeah, I've heard of all of these
You're
so
swift.
far.
You're swift as an eagle.
Yeah.
You strut like a peacock.
Yeah.
You're bald as an eagle. You're slow as a sloth. And when you were a little bitty boy, I would show you the animal kingdom in the World Book Encyclopedia,
Yeah.
and you could pick out the two-toed sloth.
Really?
Yes, you could. That's been 100 years ago.
Hey now, no it wasn't.
As graceful as a swan.
I've heard that
When we
one.
went to Yellowstone National Park, the biggest surprise I had was not the buffalo that met us, but swans swimming in the lake. Swans in
Really?
Yellowstone National Park.
Huh.
You're faithful as the first robin in the spring. The robins are the harbingers of spring.
Yeah. That's in a country song somewhere.
You're as
Maybe by
mighty
Randy
as
Travis.
the king of the jungle, the lion. You're as stealthy as the tiger stalking his prey. You're gentle as a lamb.
Oh, heard that one.
You're busy as a bee.
Definitely.
You're peaceful as a dove. The dove is the symbol of peace.
Yeah.
You're nimble as a wild goat. You're as happy as a lark.
I don't know, what is it with the goat today? Those were all good until that one. I ain't never heard that one.
I don't know where these come from, Billy. Shut up.
I don't think.
You're as intelligent as a dolphin.
I've heard they're very smart, yes.
And you're blind as a bat. And you laugh like a hyena.
Okay, now those last two are very... I've heard of every one of those, actually, besides the wild goat one.
I'm sure there's a whole lot more. But that's the one.
I've heard all those. Well, besides that
Now
one.
you want some jokes?
Well, we'll talk to them about the venue, and then we'll say the jokes for last.
All right.
You know, you gotta end it with a joke. Put a smile on people's faces, right, guys?
All right.
All right. Okay, so Mr. Tom and Mr. David, tell us about how the idea came to you about, well, first it was Morgan Brothers, which is just up the road, folks, just a couple miles up the road. Used to be the Rock House Cafe. I think everybody knows where it's at now. So first it was that, you know, you're still there, obviously, and then now the venue. So when did you guys start coming up with the idea?
The venue actually came from people needing a place to do
Anything.
yeah, pretty much anything.
Yeah,
That's where the
for
name came from.
real.
The venue, you can do anything. It can be a band, you can have it for a birthday party, you can have it for
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
People would come, hey, can you cater for 200 people? We can. Do you have a place we can have it? Nope. Yeah, and from that, we just started thinking.
Okay.
Drove by here and it was empty, and
Yeah.
called Tim Burks about it, and he was willing to give us a shot to see what we could do with it. And then of course,
Really?
Tim Angel, with where his pawn shop was, same thing with
Yes.
him.
Yes.
He was willing to roll the dice on us, and we really had no idea how to explain it to him. Just we want to try something. We want something to happen in Pikeville. We want to be part of.
Well, they got to
what's
get
going
behind that.
Now that sounds key.
It was. It had to be.
You live here, so you wanted to see something happen in Pine.
Well, we came off the
Absolutely.
road. We were in construction for a couple decades. We worked in Nashville, drove there every day, most of it 6-7 days a week, and Dad had
That's rough.
opened Genesis with the Bushes. And
Yeah,
I always
I remember
wanted
that.
I always wanted a pizza spot. I think Genesis Pizza is the best pizza ever.
I miss that place.
I
man.
do. Well, that's in the brewery. We're thinking about bringing a
Yeah.
pizza back with it.
Yeah,
But it was
I
with
like
all
that
that.
idea.
That's how we ended up with the barbecue restaurant. Just
Okay.
Yeah,
we had kids.
We got tired of driving back and forth to Nashville, and he
Oh,
came up with the idea. He's like,
blame
Dave,
me on that.
let's do something, and what better place to do it than in Pikeville, where we
Yeah.
live, we want to be. So he said, just tired of.
Come home.
I know.
Let's come
I
home
know.
and support what's going on. We talked to Winky and
Yeah.
other people in town, and we want stuff to start happening. And we thought, well, we do too. So we'll jump in the water with you, and they've all been supportive. It's been great. One of the things we always heard coming in, we talked about this for years. One of the things coming in was you can't do anything in Pikeville. You
Yeah,
can't. I mean,
people
this
were
is
so
proof
bad to
you
say
can't.
that. Yeah.
The community support has been unbelievable.
It has.
It's
Even through the COVID stuff, when
Yeah.
everybody was shutting down, we were shut down for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
When we opened back up, but thank God y'all are back open. We're
Right.
and we did fine. We got to hire back all of our staff. So it's the community support. And that's why we want to keep growing. That's why we want to keep going. The support we got at the barbecue restaurant, and then when this came available right when the COVID disaster was starting.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was silly to come in and want to dump money in, but we thought
I'm glad
the
you did.
community's been behind us. Let's see. And it's been great. It's been a slow process getting finished, getting everything going.
Yeah.
But
There's always roadblocks in that, but
Yeah.
it's looking good.
yeah, it's
Yeah, what is the hours for the venue?
the venue now is open Friday and Saturday nights. We do
Okay.
Friday we open 5, go until midnight. We
Okay.
have karaoke on Fridays.
Karaoke.
Saturdays
Yeah.
we have bands, and we're thinking about expanding the hours. Right now during winter, it's kind of hard to do that, and we're still
Yeah.
getting our feet wet with it and still trying to figure out what direction we're going. But now the act store's starting to get better going, and it's
Yeah.
hard just to do reservations all the time. So
Okay.
possibly having more walk-in traffic that we're getting, we're going to expand the hours. When the
Good.
brewery comes along in March,
Yeah.
I'm thinking 6-7 days a week and just go after it and see.
Oh,
what happens.
I like that. I
I want
like
to get
that
with
idea.
want to get with the community again and
Yeah.
see what can we have. Can we schedule events? Can we have stuff going on here? The unique thing about Pikeville is we
Need
live
it.
an hour away from anything to do.
Exactly.
So why can't we give everybody who lives in our county the first thought they think when Saturday? What are we going to do? What's going on in Pikeville? What's going on in town? What's the Morgan Brothers doing? What's going on at Nickel Road? What's going on
Yeah.
here?
I
And
like
we just
that idea.
we
Try
want
to
to
get them all together. I know they used to have the car shows, which COVID shut that down, but
But
from
yeah,
what we-
they'll be back, and they did
booked up
well.
for the years, from what I'm, from
That
what
was-
I've heard.
They've improved mightily, man.
Why not
Big
piggyback on that
time.
and make it a big event? Because
Yeah.
the more stuff you get that have going on, the more people that are going to come.
That's
and then
right.
The more people that are coming is going to bring more vendors.
Absolutely.
It's going to make it something more special, and like I said, they just piggyback on each other.
Yes, yes.
And the Main Street Committee and those committees are doing good, coming up with stuff and getting things going. I think this year's going to be, everybody's going to be so tired of being
Oh yeah.
cooped up. They're going to go, and that's what
You-
we thought with this. We can have this ready
Absolutely.
by spring. We'll start having stuff. And now, just instead of a car show, and we can walk around and watch, look at the cars on, they can go and get ice cream. They can come here and get
That's
one of
right.
our beers that we've made. We may have a
Yeah.
band in here, so it's not just outside in July. We may work something out and have them in here. So now it's a nice air conditioned spot. We can hold a few
know.
hundred people, and that was the whole thought process. We threw it around it took us all of probably a day. We sat down and threw them around and thought, why not? Why not now? Why not here?
And we love the downtown Pikeville area. I mean, it's such a beautiful area. I mean, it's
It is,
Our
it is.
downtown is as beautiful as any downtown that you could go to. It really is, and I think it's
It is.
underappreciated.
It
And what
should be
better
a
way to
tourist
do that?
trap. It really
Exactly,
should
it
be.
and it can be.
It can, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me interject something here.
He remembers the times when, people in Pikeville did get out on Saturdays in his time,
Well,
but
when I
that's
was-
changed a lot.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I popped popcorn for the local theater. Every night I would pop popcorn till 7:30. Then all day on Saturday I would be popping popcorn for 4 years. And the people would be walking the streets just like Gatlinburg, four
Yeah.
abreast. But
And that's
here's
what
what I
it
want
needs
to
to be
say about
again.
the two of you and what you've committed yourself to do. You're living in a county of 14,000 people. You're in a county that only has one town in it, 2,000 people. Your goal, your drive is not driven, and it's not including greed, because you're not going to get rich.
Yeah.
But your reasoning for doing this sounds good.
Yeah, sounds really good.
good.
It's for the community, yeah.
So I would think that with what you have in mind to do and what you are in the process of doing, the people should get behind.
That's
The
right.
people should
It's
get
been a
behind.
blessing. I mean,
That's right.
Just the
Because it's for them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And I feel like they are behind it, though.
It's since we opened our doors in the old Rock House.
I know.
It's been great. We hit the ground running. Everybody says
Y'all did,
it's-
didn't you?
Yeah, it takes forever to build a restaurant, and it does. I'm not saying
Yeah.
we don't Albert said, no, we don't make a ton of money, you're not going to get rich, but hitting the ground running, we opened doors, it was accepted, and we're going. We're still going a year and almost 5-6 months later.
Yeah.
So
about a year and a half now?
Yeah.
God, already. But yeah, that sounds about right though. It does. Y'all got really good food too. Now, that's right. Is there going to be food served at the venue ever, or will that just stay at?
The plan was with the venue, we kind of went into it blind. We knew we wanted to do something, wasn't sure. We did food at first, but I wasn't really prepared.
Okay.
So what we've done is now behind the Axtone lanes, we're building a kitchen. So we'll have the brewery in the far building with the dining room. Yeah. We've got the kitchen behind us, the Axtone, the venue. The venue is going to be open still the same Friday and Saturday nights. No point in opening it through the week unless we have something. Yeah. Most of the business will be fixed over here, and we're working on the menu. Dad actually, like I said, I was wanting, Genesis Pizza is what I wanted. Yeah. So Dad's working with us. We're working out how to get. We bought all the pizza equipment and everything, and we're hoping to do pizza wings, easy, stuff to eat.
That's a sports bar food right there.
Loaded nachos. We flirted around with doing hot dogs, and not just a regular hot, really good type hot dogs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Gourmet hot dogs.
They're making me hungry.
But the main attention we're going to put on the pizza and finger food, I guess is a better way to put it.
I think that's perfect for here. I really
see how it goes, and we'll expand as we go. The more input and support we get, I mean, we don't have a set thing. We're not going to open this and then stop. It's we want more, and people keep getting behind us, and we can keep helping.
Exactly.
Keep going.
Exactly. Man, you got to have the support, and it sounds like you do have the support of the community. And
they've got their dad on their side.
They got Jim on their side, and that's always a big bonus there, ain't it?
He's a good one to have. He's a good one to have. And of course, Mom comes down. Our mom, she runs the karaoke. She's as far as the venue's concerned, she's a big part of that. Yeah, she's great. So it's and that's been big to us as we've got. We're in business together. Of course, we've always worked together. The three of me and David and Shane. Yeah. So now we're kind of back. We're trying to get Shane more involved, and now we've got our mom and dad involved.
Yeah, come on, Shane. Man.
But we're home. We're helping the community. We're doing what we wanted. What we feel we need to do here, and we get to work with our family every day. You can't beat that.
I was about to say not everybody gets to do that, and sometimes making money ain't everything. Like it sounds like you're happy.
We're happy. We are. Yeah.
That means a lot right there. That goes a long way.
Well, we've got a great crew. That was another thing. When you're getting in, our crew at the barbecue. One thing makes me nervous about here is duplicating the success we've had up there. We've got a great crew that works. And
you do karaoke up there too, don't you?
We did. At first we did, but then we moved it here. It was really it was too hard to overlap. We're just a straight restaurant up there. We extended the hours. We're open till 9 now. We're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 11 to 9. Kicking around the idea of doing a Sunday buffet and just do some other just off the wall things. We thought about Saturdays. We've bought a buffet that we're going to put in if we can figure out where to put it and not lose 30 seats. But we've kicked around the idea of doing a barbecue buffet. Who does that?
Nobody.
It would be neat to do.
That would be awesome.
So we're if we can make it happen. I don't know if the ribs may break us. We'll see. But for now, it's just Thursday, Friday, Saturday there.
Okay. I was about to ask that. And tell us a little bit about your menu there. Got to tell them about the food. Of course, the barbecue. We know about how good that is.
It's what's some other sellers? That's it. Our best sellers is ribs and brisket. Now we just brought brisket out.
Oh, really?
A few months back, and we have people come from all over to say we've got some of the best brisket they've had. And we have a couple drives. They're from West Tennessee somewhere.
Yeah.
2.5, 3 hours. They'll call to make sure we have ribs before they drive on a Saturday. They'll buy 5 or 6 racks up and take them home.
Dang.
We got the best ribs they had, and they keep asking us, "Why don't you move toward Nashville?" Not ready for all that yet.
Wow.
But
That's
everything,
pretty cool there.
and everything we've got, me and David, we've been smoking for 15 years probably, and it's just been all of it, trial and error, just like anything else. But everything on our menu is from us. There's of course some stuff.
Yeah.
But we down to the potato salad. We make that every day. So the butts and the ribs and the stuff we didn't.
Oh,
We don't buy it off the shelf. The sauces are all ours. We sell it. We make it all.
It was just like a hobby that went wild.
I didn't know that.
When we started, it was funny because we were actually living in separate areas. I was living in South Carolina, and he was in Tennessee, and we just both at the same time kind of clicked. And I started smoking meat, and he was coming up with these rubs and sauces, and so he would call or we would text or something, say, "Hey, try this with this," and so we would do it. And we eventually, again, the trips back and forth to Nashville, just us talking about recipes, talking about things, and it was just like everybody kept saying, "Why don't y'all do this?"
Yeah.
I said it was just a hobby for us, and
Dang, I didn't
so
know
everything
that.
that we've got, all our sauces, rubs, they're made in-house. We try to make everything in-house as much as we possibly can in-house. Like you said, the potato
I like
salad,
that
the
idea.
coleslaw,
Yeah.
our baked beans. It's ours. It's us.
Yeah.
It's from scratch. We don't take somebody else's recipe and kind of doctor it up.
That's
or
why
anything
the
like
food
that.
is good.
That's what we believe.
I mean, really, that's why.
And that's why
'Cause it is good. It
It's
is
been even
good.
more flattering whenever people say it's great, because you think good, because we
Yeah.
we put a lot of work into it.
Exactly.
So
Yes, it means a lot to hear
it
that.
does. Yeah, it's not just when people come in and say that, and so everybody knows if we're usually busy. You say it's good, and we say thank you. We really mean it. I mean,
Right.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Well, is there any future events? You guys were mentioning a Valentine's. Okay.
Yeah, at the restaurant, what we're doing for Valentine's Day, we did it last year and it was really successful.
Okay.
We've changed it up a little bit, but it's still the same. It's $50 for a couple. We're asking everybody to call an RSVP just to make sure, because that was one thing we ran into last time, is there was some, if you show up and the tables are full, it's going to be hard to get, but if you call, we've got the tables reserved. So
Okay.
reserve it, we'll write you down, we'll have you booked. It's $50 a couple. It's an appetizer. It consists of either fried pickles, fried mushrooms, barbecue tater tots, or barbecue fries. 2 entrees, and this year, I think last year we did steaks.
Mistake.
Yeah, it was a
Steaks was a mistake. That's we had.
and we both got to think, they're showing up for Valentine's Day for barbecue, then let's make sure it's barbecue. So we've got ribs on it, so they can choose from a half rack of ribs, a half smoked chicken, or brisket. You've got those 3 options to choose from for your entrees for each of y'all.
Right.
And it comes with 2 sides for each individual. And the sides are any side that's on our menu. And then desserts, we're doing I think a strawberry shortcake and a tuxedo cake.
Chocolate truffle tuxedo cake.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna have to go eat soon, Papa.
Sounds like where I need to take my next day.
That's what they're doing here. That's what we're going to be doing at Morgan Brothers. And then we have an event. We have 2 things we're doing here at the venue, and the axe throwing, which I think you know more about than I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Friday we do the Axe Your Ex. Bring a picture of your ex. Staple it up there on the
X's
wall.
will be.
Yeah, no, not the real
It's
ex,
just
a
for
picture.
fun, just a picture.
But bring them in, we'll staple them up on there, and you can
I have so
throw axes
many.
at 'em. You're going to fill the whole board up. And then Saturday night we'll do it's an axe throwing special for couples. So couples come
that's
in, they
pretty-
get a few dollars off.
Yeah.
To come in and throw, and it'd be a great time to come in and try it out if you've never done it. Come in and give it a
Yeah, it's really done well. It's doing well.
Yeah, it's a lot
I
of
hear a lot of talk about the axe throwing.
Definitely picking up steam.
Well, okay, so guys, You heard them. Be sure to come check out the venue Friday and Saturday on the venue.
Friday and Saturday.
Okay. And the restaurant Morgan Brothers. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All right. And what's the phone number they can call?
The venue is 447-3006.
Okay.
And the
Warner Brothers is
Go ahead.
447-6423.
All right. Remember that, folks. But before we go, as always, we got to tell a couple of jokes from Papa.
All right. Glad you included me in your discussion. One thing
I know, like you've been so left out, I tell you.
One thing I have garnered from your conversation, I may start selling my brownies.
You should. I've told you forever. He does make awesome brownies.
If they can make it,
Not
maybe
even white brownies.
maybe I can too.
Yeah.
All right, here's just a few jokes.
Okay. All right.
The teacher says to a little boy, "You copied from Fred's paper, didn't you?" "How did you know?" he said. "Well, he put down, 'I don't know,' and you wrote down, 'me neither.'" That's a sure giveaway. A little girl, after school, she gets back home, and her mom says, "Well, how did you do today?"
Right.
She said, "I'm wasting my time. I can't read, I can't write, and they won't let me talk."
Good way to put it. Good way to look at it.
An officer called in to headquarters, and he said, "I've got an interesting case here. An old lady shot her husband for stepping on her wet floor.
God.
And at the headquarters, they said, 'Well, have you arrested her?' 'No, the floor is not dry yet.'"
He ain't gonna get shot.
You won't take your chances.
Two more.
Okay.
I so wish you had one on there about a goat.
It would be the total, it'd be the theme for today.
These two boys are fishing, and they see the game warden coming.
Uh-oh.
And one of them jumps up and starts running away. Well, the game warden starts chasing the one that ran away.
I'd say so. Not
And
very smart.
So the boy kept on running and running and running, and finally he just sat down. The game warden caught up with him and said, "All right, son, now let me see your license." He just pulled out his license, showed it to him. He said, "Why did you run?"
Yeah.
He said, "My friend didn't have a license."
That friend's probably long gone now. That was good.
Now you said, can I get one more in?
Yes. Yeah, I said two more, yeah.
I love my younger sister, but that doesn't mean we always get along. One day she was pestering me while I was making sandwiches for us to eat. She wouldn't leave me alone. So what she didn't realize was that I swapped the tuna fish for cat food. And I put cat food on her sandwich. And I never told her.
Ooh.
That would be mean, wouldn't it?
That's a mean sister right there. But that's pretty good prank on somebody.
That's all the jokes I'll tell today.
All right.
I want to see you throw axes.
I'm not very good at it.
We did get David on film, didn't we?
You got David.
Yeah. You don't want to try it, Tom?
Just y'all probably have to scoot back.
Yeah, you have to clear the room if I start throwing. Yeah, why don't you two throw? We throw all the
I'm
time.
throwing because I'll decapitate
Do
somebody.
it. You can do it.
I couldn't pick one up.
One of y'all can demonstrate on how to do it. That'd be good.
Don't-
That's great. Yeah.
Well, I just threw one.
Well, long ago.
You know, I'm gonna have to repeat it.
Who's the best at it so far? Representing Campbell.
Caleb Scarborough.
Papa's second favorite grandson. Yeah, don't use that other one, it's dull, it won't stick.
This day, I don't know if this is regulation though.
Everybody, give it a shot. Everybody, here. No. I'll be back. I'll here. Come on, Billy, do it. I ain't doing it. No.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, there you go.
That had to be on camera.
That's it. Bullseye right there.
Brought to you by Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.